But let's talk about the reality and the horrors behind the licensing aspect and the actual doing the job. Extended work hours. One of the biggest drawbacks in pursuing a career as a real estate agent is the potential for lengthy, predictable, ridiculous work hours. Despite that freedom of being essentially your own boss, real estate agents always find themselves dedicating extensive time and efforts to meet their clients' needs and demands when their client is available to do these things, not when you as a person are available. Property transactions, once you actually get to that point, they're time sensitive. They require agents to be available evenings, weekends, holidays, and must be fully accommodating to a client's schedule and preferences. This is a service industry. Literally, you are waiting tables, and when they are ready to order, you better be there to take down your notes and get ready to prepare the next section of this transaction. Number 2, patience before success. While real estate offers a potential for substantial salaries and a very comfortable salary in any industry, getting to that point demands relentless dedication and hard work. You're literally thrown into the choppy end of the water at the beach and expected to be able to figure out how to swim out into the ocean with all of the sharks so that you can actually become successful in the industry. If the chop and the waves and the change in the tide can take you out in the first several years, it will. To 80%. 80% of people that newly licensed in the industry are out of the industry within the first 3 years. That other 20% of us that move on, half of that is exposed and cut out within a 5-year period. Competitive job market. The real estate landscape is filled with seasoned professionals. Filled. In Florida, where I live and work, I cannot hit a golf ball on a putt-putt course without hitting a real estate agent. The newcomers that are constantly seeking to establish their presence make it even more challenging. And I would say even a cutthroat arena that you have to learn how to thrive in. Aspiring agents have got to be able to differentiate themselves, showcase their expertise, and constantly adapt to an evolving housing market trend. And then, above all else, stand out amidst all of this competition and be able to do things like this to make sure that you are seen when you're not directly seen in public. Irregular income. Unlike a traditional salary position where a regular paycheck is guaranteed or a split check is guaranteed if you're in the commission business or sales business, real estate agents' earnings depends on successful transactions and the commissions acquired from those. We can have 50 plus clients on the hook. We have to close deals to get paid. And we had to have negotiated what we expect to get paid way in advance, sometimes killing the deal because we refuse to work for less than what we're worth. Consequently, agents have to be very adept at their financial planning and budgeting. They have to ensure they always have a safety net to sustain themselves. The eating, drinking, going out, networking that keeps the industry afloat, you still have to make enough to pay your bills. And on top of that, you have to make enough to stay in the industry and reinvest in the marketing that is required for you to be out front and present with clients. You got to be able to protect yourself during leaner times when either you don't have enough inventory, not the right inventory, or not enough clients to actually show properties to for whatever reason, higher interest rates. Number 5. The biggest nightmare behind what we do, and I love you, clients, I really do. You are so demanding. Career as a real estate agent is honorably fulfilling. It's probably one of the most exciting industries that I have ever had the pleasure of being in. The drawbacks that an agent will encounter is the challenging of dealing with demanding clients and worse, their completely unrealistic expectations. Most clients will not be easy to work with. Some will actually be so demanding and so challenging throughout the transaction process that you're willing to fire your client as opposed to finishing the deal. A real estate agent must be prepared to navigate various personality types, communication styles, understanding that clients may have higher expectations than normal, and you have to be able to build a finalization plan around specific requirements that may or may not even be possible in the area or with the people that you're doing business with. If I got to give you some expert tips for being a real estate agent as you're walking down the road of success and you've got a few years under your belt, you passed that first 3-year period, or even better, that 5-year period, and it's just that 20% of the hardcore agents that are out there with you, maybe some of this advice will empower you to be stronger in foundation and continue to thrive. While you're in the industry from day one, please create a strong network. A strong network will significantly elevate any real estate agent's performance by fostering some meaningful professional connections, potential clients, industry experts, other real estate agents. You will gain access to a vast pool of resources and opportunities, give you the ability with that network to provide you with valuable referrals, incredible insights, and vision into local markets, understanding as to what are your clients thinking so that you can kind of get into the psychology behind how they are, and why they think the way they think. As agents will expand their network and enhance that visibility, their credibility and their ability to deliver tailored solutions will be their reputation, ultimately positioning them as a trusted advisor and allow them to be truly competitive in the real estate landscape. Improve your time management skills. Day one, you need to learn orchestration. This is a fast-paced, demanding industry, and effective time management is going to allow you to prioritize your tasks, schedule open houses, meet your deadlines, efficiently handle multiple client interactions at the same time, and ultimately challenge yourself to how many listings and how many clients can I actively balance and still give them all the love and appreciation and attention that they demand from me and that they deserve. Real estate agents can allocate a lot more time to prospecting and nurturing those client relationships and staying updated with market trends when they're really good about optimizing flexible hours throughout their business day. Ultimately, if your clients are busy doing their day jobs from 8 till 10 o'clock in the morning and don't have time to talk to you, that's when you need to be on the phones or beating the street or doing your marketing or building your advertising while you're not interrupted by your client base. And you have to be smart enough to know how to orchestrate that. Open a savings account, or if better, an investment account. Real estate agents need to develop a crucial skill of knowing how to save money and navigate commissions. This is inherently inconsistent and completely unpredictable, and deals fall through and new deals show up, but the timeline between start to finish, the contact, the contract, the close that I consistently preach in all of our sessions, that's what's going to give you your earnings. But that earnings fluctuation has to have a financial safety net during those from prosperous periods to the enablement to weather those leaner times confidently. If you can adopt a prudent financial habit, plan well for contingencies, you as a real estate agent will mitigate financial stress You'll be able to focus on providing top-notch service to clients without worrying about whether or not I have to close this deal and I'm willing to take a loss in renegotiating this deal to just make sure I can pay my bills this month. If you got into real estate so that you could use your commissions or use your personal savings to help other people buy real estate, you were in the wrong industry. There's some great alternatives for you out there if real estate is not for you after you put all of that stuff together. You could always be an appraiser, a home stager, leasing consultant, a property inspector, a property manager, a real estate attorney, potentially move on to be a real estate developer, real estate investor, or you could just be the realtor that you planned to be and ultimately build yourself into a real estate broker, ultimately being a brokerage owner, and truly build a corporation around a vision and a dream of what you want to do to be financially independent. The decision to work in real estate is not something that you need to take lightly every day. You need to understand the pros and the cons of why you're in this industry. You're here talking to me as a consultant because you want to be able to be a vital solution in making informed decisions, and on the positive side, enjoy the freedom of being your own boss, setting that flexible schedule for yourself and experiencing some of that unlimited potential. But you need to invest your time and your effort and realize that success while navigating a competitive landscape means you need to know how to cope with irregular income. Nonetheless, every single challenge is an opportunity for growth, and I don't want you to forget how gratifying it can be going through that adventure. Now, no campfire ghost story would be successful without the heebie-jeebies, a little bit of skin crawling. So I took the time this week to call some of my old battle mates and find out some of the cool stories that we could talk about together that really makes real estate interesting.